Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is the Angels in Politics broadcast, and I am so happy to be here with you. Um, as you can see, I am standing directly in the sunlight, so I can be healed by the solar energy, and I love it. I need it. Um, it plays into your mood. It plays into your emotions. It awakens your your spirit. It's almost like a purifier, and it's a stimulant. So yeah, I'm turned up right now by the sun. I am drinking my dinner right now. As you can see, that reddish color, that tint to it, is from the beets. I've been juicing my beets and kale, taking the stems, putting that in the drink as well. Um, the flax seeds, of course, berries, avocado, the mango, um, fresh ginger. I didn't add any apple cider vinegar just now. I did that in the morning, so try to provide it with a little balance. Let me know what's going on with you. Whenever I say you're the news, I'm like so keen to hear about your like daily life. It doesn't have to be extravagant or decadent or provocative or spicy, even though I'm with all of those things. But it can also just be very mundane, quotidian, uh, normal, conventional, or it could be abstract and off the wall and zany and quirky and peculiar. And um, I want to hear about those things. I'm involved in that. Um, so yeah, it's funny. I was doing some reading today, and I was in the notepad for a little bit, and I think some of you may wonder, like, yo, Gabe, like, okay, man, you've been working on yourself for such a long time. Like, when are we gonna see the results? When are we gonna see you like actually step into the light and become uh, the enlightened one? When are you gonna like get on with it? I think that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, get on with it. Like, you've been waking up in the morning, you've been talking about the meditation, you've put out over like 500 videos on YouTube, you're writing something, you have notebooks stacked up in your closet in your room, you have journals of your dreams and diaries stacked up, you have books that you're continuing or continuously ordering that you still haven't read, and you're reading, this, that, and the third, and you're doing yoga, and you're trying to do this, and your hands are in that, and it's like, we want to see the solution. We want to see you actually stick to something. You want to see like what comes about from all of these things, the multitude of these uh, practices and actions and uh, whatever you want to call them. Um, and my mother asked me today. She was like, "Yo, so like, are you still trying to start a business? Like, how's that coming along? And are you are you working towards anything?" It's really difficult because from the outside looking in, um, your journey, your awakening, your your process of refinement, of transformation, it's gonna be it's gonna be weird to other people. And when I mean weird, I mean it's gonna be different. It's gonna be unconventional. They're not gonna know the specifications of it. They're not gonna know how to quantify it. They're not gonna know how to uh, discern what is happening in a systemic or a systematic evaluative structure. It's not gonna be like, oh, we know what's happening with this person, so in 2 weeks this will be fixed, or he will come to know this, or this will appear, or in 6 months this will happen, or in a year this will happen. Like, when you start your refinement process, when you start your path to self-actualization, and you go through your own form of an awakening, and for mine it was a Kundalini awakening, and I'm still in it, as you can see. It's I would say it's difficult to describe to other people, but I will also double tap on that and say it's not your position to try to describe it to other people. You can, um, es- especially if you're finding other people who are having similar challenges, or are embarking upon their own awakening process and journey as well. But for the outside world, whether it's your family, whether it's your friends, your colleagues, people who are looking at you via social media who don't even know you like that, um, it's not your job to prove anything to them. It's not your job to prove anything to anybody, to be honest. Like, that's what I've been reading right now: detaching yourself from your desires, and detaching yourself from the results of your actions. So, a lot of times we do things, and the reason why we do it is because we're ready to receive the reward. We're ready to receive the gift. We're ready to receive the appreciation, or the confirmation, or the validation. It's like, oh, we did this, and now you can pat me on the back. Oh, I have a job now. Now you can say I'm not a deadbeat. Or now you can say I'm not a couch potato or a bum. Or, oh, I passed my driver's license. Now you can't say that I'm completely useless. It's like, that's that shouldn't be the case. That shouldn't be your driving force. That shouldn't be your motivational, you know, force that gets your internal engines going. Um, Everything that you should do, it should be out of selflessness. There's only two thoughts that are dominant in your mind, and I think those are selfish thoughts and selfless thoughts. And I think once you start to shift to selflessness, and selfless actions, and selfless service, and uh, gratitude and mercy, and thankfulness, and relentless giving, and being radically transparent with yourself, and with your gifts, and with your emotions, and with who you are, then you start to see that you're doing this for the community, you're doing this for your family, you're doing this for the universe, you're doing this for God. Everything that you're doing is for God. Whenever you're bathing yourself, whenever you take a shower, you're not showering your flesh, or your bones. You're showering God. You're a vessel. You're an instrument of God, and that's what you're doing. Whenever you clothe yourself, you're clothing a vessel that was that 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 exemplifies God, that has been provided to you by God. Everything that's going on, when you're reading, when you're sleeping, you're not sleeping. You're allowing God to rest through you, and He's restoring you. He's rejuvenating you. He's revivifying you in your spirit. And this is what's going down, guys. Understand, like, if I had an answer for you as to when I'm gonna beam up, and I'm gonna show face, and you're gonna see me on the other end of the screen, and you're like, oh shit, whole time we knew that. Like, I don't have it. And that may not even be my calling right now. It may be something else. But I don't have any desires for, like, when it's going to happen. I don't have any desires for how it's going to happen. I'm not attached to any sort of, like, result from the outside or external world. Everything that I have going on is me being just transparent and open. you know my body, my mind, my ego, my intellect, my heart, like, that is completely open. And I'm surrendering that. I'm surrendering my ego. I'm surrendering my vulnerabilities. I'm surrendering my quote unquote confidence, or competence, or intelligence, or intellect. All of those things that I would attribute to myself, which aren't mine. None of these are mine. There's nothing about me that is important. It's all about the edification and the expression of God through each one of us, and God is one. God is in the trees. God is in inanimate objects. God is in the people. God is in the sky. God is in the sun. And that's where I'm at with it. Namaste. Namaskar.